Let's move across to Durban, where a Durban-based group, the Coalition of the Poor, has condemned the appointment of corruption-accused Zandile Gumede to the KwaZulu-Natal Legislature. The group consists of citizen-based groups including Right to Know, Abahlali baseMjondolo, and the Market Users Committee, who represent hundreds of eThekwini-based residents that live below the poverty line. The group is now advocating for a constituency-based electoral system in the next national election. Well, to give us an update on this is our reporter Karinda Jagmohan, who joins us now from Durban. A very good morning to you, Karinda. Now, we know that there's a lot of disappointment from the ground with regards to Zandile Gumede's move into the provincial legislature. What exactly is the group saying?
Yes, good morning to you all. As you mentioned, this coalition group representing civic bodies on the ground, who in turn represent the poorest of the poor here in the eThekwini municipality and have been affected during Zandile Gumede's tenure as mayor when there were allegations of corruption. But to speak more about this, I'm joined by Abahlali baseMjondolo's president, Sbu Zikode. You represent shack dwellers across the country, but tell me, during the time of Gumede's tenure as mayor, how are residents feeling on the ground? Were they getting the service delivery that they need? As you said in your statement, they are among the poorest here in the city.
Well, first of all, we are very devastated and very disappointed by the decision by the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal to promote Zandile Gumede, who has been noted as one of the most corrupt mayor in the history of the eThekwini. As you would know, the shack dwellers movement, Abahlali baseMjondolo, is part of the coalition of the poor here in Durban. We are representing the most vulnerable and the poorest communities here in Durban. One would recall that during Zandile Gumede's reign, as a mayor, there has been number of corruption that has been taking place. There has been a number of evictions that have been unlawful, that have been brutal, that have left many people homeless, particularly women and children, under her rule. But also the corruption in as far as the service delivery is concerned. If you were to go to Kennedy Road today or in Mayville area, you will find a number of transit camps that have been built to benefit her and those who were given tender under her rule. And then you will recall also the former public protector has discovered that some of the toilets in Kennedy Road area each has actually cost more than 35,000. The transit camps, but also the toilets that have been built there. We know that you can pay as much as 7,000 rand for one particular transit camp and one particular toilet. Mm-hmm. But some of those discoveries of the public protector is yet to be taken action against. Mm-hmm. So Zandile has been a disgrace in this city. Mm-hmm. She has been a very scary kind of a warlord who really many of us are scared of her. Mm-hmm. So we are disappointed that the ANC in this city and the province has decided to promote her. Mm-hmm. And we fear that in her new job, she is in the position of really influencing bad policies, mm-hmm. the policies that will actually benefit the few at the expense of millions of people in KwaZulu-Natal. Mm-hmm. And we believe that KwaZulu-Natal people, so as the people of South Africa, deserves better. Mm-hmm. They deserve good leaders with integrity. Mm-hmm. So we call upon the people of KwaZulu-Natal today to reject corruption, to reject this decision by the ANC, and to reject Zandile Gumede stepping into the provincial legislature.
Mm-hmm. Now, she has moved to that next tier of government and, as you have said, left the city of eThekwini in a state of despair. That's your claim here. Now, what is the next move in terms of an electoral system? In the statement by the coalition, you said you need change in the systems we currently have.
Well, South Africa, as the Constitutional Court has ruled recently, we think it's high time that the electoral system is changed so that the people of South Africa and the people of KwaZulu-Natal can actually elect the people with integrity that would be accountable direct to the people, as opposed to people accounting to their own political parties, the political parties that tend to protect corrupt individuals. So we are saying it is high time that the electoral system is changed in this country to allow South Africans, to allow everyone to have a say in government, but also to have a say to people that we believe should be our leaders in this country.
Indeed, Mr. Zikode, thank you for your time. The president of Abahlali, baseMjondolo, later in the day will be speaking to other members of the Coalition of the Poor, a civic-based organization, or rather representing the group of organizations, including Right to Know, Market Users Committee, Hostel Dwellers. These residents, the poorest of the poor, who are affected by corruption within the government space. Zandile Gumede facing corruption allegations still at the Durban Commercial Crimes Court. She's due to appear in court next month, and these residents now have condemned her appointment to the next tier of government, and we can see the concerns arising now. This is a developing story. We'll bring you more on it as it comes.